Blessed by Bethany face is hiking approved. Get into it. Morning. I am currently getting ready to go on another mini road trip to Red Rock Canyon. It's about an hour or so away. So I'm just going to quickly, or not quickly, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how long this is gonna take, but I'm gonna do my face as quick as I can. That took forever. So I have done my brows, blended my concealer. Now I am using my Blessed by Bethany foundation in the shade Bon Bon. I typically do my concealer and then do my foundation after. So that is the color, about how much I use, and I just dab, dab, dab around the perimeter of my face, and then I blend it out. Over my concealer a bit just to blend everything in. Very smooth coverage, and it doesn't take a lot. I know that most of the time that I'm out, I'm going to be wearing a mask, but I'll put a little more around the perimeter of my mouth. One thing I was not surprised but happy to see the other day when I did my makeup, I literally had my mask on and off, on and off. I was outside, and when I got back to my hotel, my makeup, it was a little shiny here because I always get shiny there, but otherwise it looked pretty good. And there's that. So that is what my base is looking like. Now to the palette. I use this palette every day almost, so it has been well loved. Let's see what colors we're going to go with today. Typically I always start with one of these kind of as a crease color, base color. It doesn't take, literally, I do. Blend that out, my crease. You can see the difference in the color. Now, I may go with red. Let's see. I'm gonna go red and then I'll do this one, and I may put that one on top of it just to try and get it more of the shade with my sweater. Look at that pigment. Just tapping gently just to stamp out where I want the color to go. And again, just a couple taps and you will get some really good pigment. And then don't worry, I am definitely going to clean it up, but just stamping down the color to start where I actually want it to go. Make sure I get on my lash line as close as possible. Okay, now we're going to take to this shade here. This shade, even though it is brown, it does have some kind of burgundy flecks in it, as far as, see that? Made it kind of a burgundy color. So it's kind of like a duochrome, where it looks brown, but in certain light it has some burgundy aspects to it. So that definitely brought the color down to where I needed it to be. But I think the red underneath definitely makes it pop. Okay, now some cleanup with the first color I used, and I'm going to go here and here to try and brighten this up a bit around the edges and blend it out. Very nice. Blending out the edges. And then we're going to do the bottom lash line with colors. I have to use this one actually. Into this color. And I'm at the browns. Add some depth. Okay, so sure that all looks like a happy family. Getting the vibe that I want to use this pink as my inner corner highlight. So let's go for it. Take it under a little bit. A little bit. Add some brightness. Use another brush. Like that. Just take it up a little bit. Just bring some brightness to my eyes. And then I always use this shade here as a highlight on my face. So love that color. It's a highlight. Pretty subtle, but you can still catch it. Clean up my mascara really quick. I love how that pink just sets it off. That looks really pretty to me. What else? We got our highlight on. I am going to put a little bit of powder on my face, and I think that'll be it. I have not been using setting spray like at all, I think, for most of 2020, and my makeup has been holding up amazingly well. Like I said, other than kind of my normal T-zone issues, this makeup does a great job as far as being able to last throughout the day. So I don't really have to do too much to it. So literally just dusting a little bit of setting powder. I'm calling it a day. Last thing, my Blessed by Bethany lip. This is the lip cream in Barely Bare. All right, so I have my liner. Which isn't really needed, but I just like the look of it. And then with my Barely Bare, gosh, I love this eye look. This is pretty. Oh, it's just a really nude lip gloss. Super simple, but I love it. It may be time for me to order because I use this almost every day. All right. Gosh, I look pretty. I love this eye look. That pink really sets it off very well. So this is the final Blessed by Bethany look. Flawless. I love these eyeshadows together. That looks great. I did not bring any lashes because I don't wear lashes every day, but lashes would definitely set this off. So yeah, simple lip, some popping on the eye. So my mask will be on, but these eyes will be saying everything. I want to be blessed by Bethany every day. I want to represent my products, or my sister, my mom, my family's products well. So any chance that I get, I am getting my face done up. Plus, do you really have to have a reason to get dressed and look your best? I love you. If you haven't heard it today, I love you, and I will see you in a bit. Blessed by Bethany. Give you guys an impromptu wear test, just to show you how my face from earlier is looking at the end of the day. I did my makeup. It was probably 10 or 11, and right now it is 9 p.m. I have eaten. I've worn a mask most of the day. I drove an hour to get to the place where I went to go hiking. I hiked for about an hour or so, then I drove an hour back. I've eaten dinner. Like I said, I wore my mask, and you can see how my face is holding up. I have a little shine in my T-zone, but I haven't touched my face at all. I haven't blotted or anything. It looks good still. I'll get up close and personal. Usually I get really bad creasing. That looks pretty good. I have been, because it was cold, I wiped my nose a bunch today, so it looks a little red. So makeup has wiped off there, but other than that, still looks pretty good. I'm tired, so too bad I have to wash this off, but I definitely loved this look. I took a lot of pictures and videos on my hike. My makeup was popping. So yeah, there you go. Wear test. It's been about 12 hours or so, or just about maybe 10 or 11 hours, I'll say. And outside hiking activities, rigorous. I climbed up some hills, mountains, etc., and still holding up. So there you go. Thought I'd drop this on you really quick. I love you, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.